When you go shopping for your kids, do you look in the boys or the girls section? Soon at one retailer, you won't be able to make that distinction, and it's creating a buzz on social media. Sunrise reporter Chris Kirshner is live at Southport Target to explain the reason behind that popular store going gender neutral. Chris, good morning.
Good morning, Julia. You know, as long as we can remember, it's always been pink for girls, blue for boys. But that's no longer going to be the case here in Target, at least in their toys, electronics, and bedding departments. In fact, workers have been busy this morning changing that pink background to something a little more neutral like this. You're redoing it here because they're going gender neutral as a result of what they say was customer feedback. So they won't distinguish between girls and boys in those departments I mentioned in a statement. Target says it's just not necessary. Well, you know what? It sparked a firestorm on social media. We asked you on our WTHR Facebook page what you thought. Well, here are some of your pretty strong opinions. Lisa Dawson says, can you say publicity stunt? Wendell Boardsman Davis says, in capital letters, plenty of exclamation points, ridiculous. Scott Bailey says it's totally stupid and not necessary. And Danielle Wall says she's no longer a fan or shopper of Target. I was amazed at how many people said they were no longer going to shop at Target as a result of this change. Well, it even sparked some discussion in our own newsroom, and I can tell you not everyone was in agreement.
I think it's silly. I really do. I think what's wrong with having the girls section of toys and the boys section of toys? If a girl wants to play with boys' toys, that's fine. If a boy wants to play with girls' toys, that's fine. But I think when we get to the point of where we have to create this gender-neutral toy section, to me, it just feels silly.
It would probably be a good idea because with everything going on with gender equality and everything right now, that maybe that would be a good way to please the public, I guess, and that way kids don't feel, well, I can only play with this toy because it's a boy toy, or I can only play with this one because it's a girl toy. So I guess that may be a better way for kids to be able to kind of create their own person and not feel they have to choose one thing because that's what they're supposed to choose.
That was one of our interns, by the way, and you heard Carrie Klein's response. Well, Carrie and I sit next to each other in the newsroom, and we literally had this discussion yesterday. We kept going back and forth because my feeling was, you know, I don't need to distinguish between boys and girls. I mean, who was it that decided this was a girl's toy and a boy's toy anyway? So I'm okay with the change. So this is what's happening. It'll be something you probably hardly notice, but again, putting this kind of background instead of pinks and blues, putting all the girls and boys toys all together so they're just toys for kids. We'd like to get your responses, though, or read some if you want some good entertainment on our WTHR Facebook page. Bruce and Julia will send it back to you.
All right.